Hi everyone, it's Anne Sinclair from Digestive Detective, and today my digestion tip is about Epsom salts. So as you know, over the last couple of weeks I've been sharing digestion tips, and one of the most important things for us to remember is that whatever we're doing, you need to help our nervous system transition from fight or flight into rest and digest. So important for all functions of digestion, and for our body to work smoothly we need to have a really calm central nervous system. So in this video I'm going to talk about Epsom salts bath, how that they can not only help your gut but help your central nervous system as well. So magnesium, and I've got a prop again today. Magnesium is the second most abundant mineral in our body. And I've just filled that one up, so it's got little bits of magnesium crystals everywhere. So it works on 300 enzymes in our body, and some signs of magnesium deficiency are things like acid reflux, adrenal fatigue, anxiety, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, PMS, IBS, kidney stones, muscle spasms and cramps, inflammation of any kind that we have in our body. So we once used to get magnesium from the soils that we have. We don't get so much now because our soils are so depleted. So some of the other things that happen is when you cook food, whole foods, most of the magnesium is cooked off. So you have to really have it in salads and things like that. So processed foods have no magnesium, and stress. And I say this to most of my clients, so if you've been to me, you'll know that stress is one of the first things that just burns magnesium off. And the problem with that is the more you are stressed, the less magnesium you have. You can't eat enough foods to replenish your magnesium stores. You know, our adrenals depend on it. Our stress deplete when we have magnesium, and that's not just bad stress either, it's good stress. If you're really racing to get something finished that's going to be fun, that still depletes your magnesium too, and that's so why everybody who comes to me will probably get my favorite magnesium product, because they work. So the one I've got here today is Ancient Minerals magnesium. So this is a magnesium chloride, but the one I prefer is Epsom salts, which is magnesium sulfate, and I'll explain those things. So illnesses like, or any sort of illnesses, but especially things like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis or those sorts of things, any sort of illnesses deplete our magnesium, as does alcohol, coffee and sugar. They're also big ones for us as well. They all deplete our mag. So some best food sources for magnesium are cashews and kelp, nuts and seeds, millet, black beans, leafy green vegetables are really up there. Blackstrap molasses, cacao and rye bread also are really good. So hopefully you can see why having magnesium in an Epsom salts bath is critically important. So Epsom salts that I tend to use are magnesium sulfate, and they are a natural emollient and anti-inflammatory, so they make our skin quite smooth and soft. So our skin's the largest organ in our body, as we all know, and it helps filter toxins, it absorbs things through our skin, and it delivers nutrients to our body, essentially. So skin is also our biggest elimination organ. So when the body pushes out toxins, if every channel's getting blocked, it will push it out of the skin. Consequently, you can see when you're doing a detox, you generally get pimples or an outbreak of eczema. So if you get things like an outbreak of eczema, it means that something's not working properly on the inside. So having a magnesium bath once or twice a week can help boost your magnesium levels. It can also help reduce your stress. And studies show us that magnesium deficiency enhances our stress response. So if you are magnesium deficient and you do have a highly stressful event, that will be sort of pushed over the top because you are magnesium deficient. Constipation, it can relieve constipation when you take it internally. Now I've taken Epsom salts internally. It's not the greatest thing. There are many other more palatable ways to get Epsom salt, to get magnesium in. But Epsom salts, if that's the best you've got, it will work. It just tastes terrible. So now Epsom salts works on a sort of osmotic laxative type effect. It's not a laxative, it just works that way. So what it does is it brings water into the bowel overall, and then that helps loosen the stool, it increases the volume, and it causes more bowel movements. So the sulfate part of magnesium, which is great, and I prefer sulfate to chloride, and I'll explain why in a minute. The sulfate part helps you open your sulfation pathway, which is a process in the liver that helps you bind the toxins from being toxic and turns them into being water soluble so they can be excreted out. Hi Julie, how you going? So that's one of the reasons why, you know, I prefer the Epsom salts rather than the chloride, because it can help your liver pathway open up and you know, get rid of the toxins rather than have them recirculating around your body. Epsom salts also sedates our nervous system, and it relaxes our muscles. So when you're sitting in the bath, and it's great for gut health because it relaxes the bowel. So once you're sitting in the bath and all that's going on, your body has a chance to rest. So with the bowel health, hi Kate. So one of the things that happen with bowel health is that it helps relax, because a lot of people who have constipation and issues and stuff like that have really stressed, tight bowels. So it helps the bowel relax, and that gets the natural peristalsis going. So the best way to use Epsom salts is 2 cups in the bath, and that don't have hot water, because in hot water you tend to eliminate the magnesium rather than absorb it, and the whole point is you want to absorb it. And you can add things into your bath like chamomile, flowers, lavender, rose petals, things like that. I don't, because I couldn't be bothered cleaning up the mess that they all make. And now there are 2 that Ancient Minerals is a brand that it sells a magnesium chloride. So the reason I don't use chloride, this is an old one, it's full of Epsom salts. I'll show you the bag. So the reason I don't use chloride is because when you put Epsom salts, which is magnesium and sulfide, into the bath, they split into 2 atoms. The same with magnesium chloride. So when they hit the bath, they split into two molecules. So it's the chloride and the magnesium. So then you absorb them separately. So the problem I have with chloride is it's like chlorine. When you're absorbing that, it sometimes makes you itchy. Have you ever been in a Epsom salts in a bath that's got magnesium chloride, and you're in there for about 10 minutes and then your skin starts to get really itchy? Well, it's the chlorine part of that combination that does that. So I find with Epsom salts tends not to happen quite so much. So I always use Blance, blance.com.au, and this is the last bag I bought. So that's a 20 kilo bag. And they're pretty inexpensive. Like, you can buy one of these ones from your health food shop for about $40, or you can buy a kilo for about $80 from from Blance.com. And they have bags from 1 kilo up to 25. They're always food grade quality, so which is really great, because if you want to be able to take it inside. Now, I do have a caution, and I've always got a caution. If you have any kidney troubles, I would check with your doctor before you use. And if you're going to take it internally, good luck to you. But one of the things I would suggest is you don't take too much, because like all magnesium supplements, they can go to bowel tolerance, and then you can lose control of your bowel. So it will cause abdominal pain and abdominal cramping as well, which is not a good look when you're just trying to relax. And you don't normally encounter these things when you're having a bath. So so that's the basic thing on, you know, what we've talked about is relaxing your nervous system, which is a really good thing, magnesium. So hopefully this has been useful. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.